Hello Leos, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot read is naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign of the person we are doing the read about, or the possible star sign, the type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. It is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Maybe this is just not your read this week. Maybe next week's one is the read for you. Maybe last week's one is the read for you. And there we go. There's the card out. And yeah, go back, check out the fire sign playlist. There are plenty in there. They are all-time lists. So it is when you see them is when you need them, basically. Okay, so we are doing a read on the Page of Wands, which came out in the All Signs overview I done on the 17th. It was a new moon overview. It was for Cancer. Well, it was the new moon in Cancer. It wasn't for Cancer. So it's everyone has been experiencing what Cancer goes through every day. Okay, pretty much with the sun in Cancer and the moon in Cancer at the same time. It's been emotional, hasn't it? So the Page of Wands is I see it as the minor arcana of the Fool. It's grabbing hold of opportunities and seeing where they go, not necessarily thinking about the consequences of those actions. It could be dealing with some sort of new, young, fresh something in your life, be it an idea, opportunity, job. Okay, we've got the Three of Wands going with that, setting the intentions or waiting for something to just so you can go ahead and get on with it. And the Magician, kind of an indication that waiting is very nearly over, because it is, well, basically everything's ready to go and do it. It's like the magic is now. Okay, so the way we'll do the energies is the top left hand corner will be the energies of that Page of Pentacles. We're going to be clarifying that page, not Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. We'll be clarifying that Page of Wands and seeing in a little bit more detail what that is about. Underneath that is going to be how your person in this particular read feels about that situation, your person being there. We haven't seen who your person is yet. Underneath that, down in the bottom left corner, will be the outcome the universe is hoping for. We'll get a card off the bottom of the deck, which will be the overall energy card. And we'll probably ask the universe some sort of question at the end as well. Okay, so there's the card off the bottom of the deck. Let's see who we're dealing with. Oh, a Sagittarian. We had that out for Cancer as well. The Seven of Pentacles. As I said with the Magician card, the time is now. Okay, that Three of Wands is rapidly turning into a Four of Wands, so it is the right time. Okay, and okay. Could be a young Knight of Pentacles. So with the moon coming out in the position for our Page of Wands, it's kind of telling us that this new opportunity, this new thing which could advance you forward is, well, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit unknown. This is what the kind of hold up was, that Three of Wands. The Three of Wands isn't really a hold up card. It's like, it's kind of forming a foundation. Most of the threes are about forming foundations or destroying foundations, I suppose it could be another way of looking at it. But it's one of the ways of talking about the Three of Wands is saying, oh, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for that right moment, okay, is what I said. And this is why the moon, you're kind of waiting for like better lighting, for want of a better word. But everything else is kind of screaming at you. It's like, no, take it now. Yeah, there's plenty of new start cards. There's plenty of grabbing the opportunity cards in the tarot. But the Page of Wands is grab it now, worry about the consequences later. Okay? The Moon is sort of saying why you haven't been grabbing it, why you're being reluctant to flow with this energy, and it's because it's going to an unknown place. You don't know where it's going. It's a path in the dark way. A pathway in the dark. And it's kind of like, well, I'm not sure where the destination is going to take me. But we had the Magician. The Magician is a card of, you've got everything you need. Okay? The Magician is the first person the Fool goes to in the Major Arcana. He gets everything he needs off the Magician to go on the journey. He gets all the aces. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And so it is basically, you're ready to start your journey. You're ready to embark. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles down there. Overall energy of this read is a divine timing card. It's like planting seeds, tending to them as they grow, and then harvesting the crop at the end. Okay, it's telling us that the planting and the tending has been done. It's now time to harvest. The time is right. Okay, that when you plant the seed, you're not planting the seed waiting for that tending moment and then nothing else. You're waiting for that final moment, the harvest, getting what you want of it. Even if you're only planting flowers, your ultimate goal is to get the flowers at the end, for whatever reason, to attract insects to your garden, or to cut them and put them in your house to make your house smell nice. Perhaps you're growing flowers to make potpourri. I don't know. But the goal of growing the flowers is to have the flower. Okay? Not the leafy bit, what comes before the flower, and not just for the head of throwing seeds in the ground. Yeah, so the Seven of Pentacles is telling us the time is now. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out on this moon. The Four of Swords is telling us your Sagittarian is seeing this as an opportunity to heal. Okay, and the outcome the universe is waiting for, or hoping for, at the end there is the Page of Knight. The Page of Knights. It's the Knight of Pentacles, and I said it was a young knight. I don't know if you noticed that as I pulled it out and I mumbled. Round about 3 minutes 59 seconds in, it's a young knight. Yeah, it's a young knight. I called it a page, and I just literally called it a page just then as well. It's a young knight. So we got the Empress, we got the Sun, we have got the Two of Swords, and we have got the Magician. Okay, again. So this, okay, okay. There's a split in the energy here. For some of you, this is a love connection. It could be new love coming in, could be younger love coming in, and we're dealing with an Empress. You're going. What's held you back from this person is you don't know them overly well. They're very new and very. Even if it's someone you know quite well, the situation is very new, okay, to you. So it's kind of making you a little bit wary of going ahead with it. But this person you see as an Empress and everything. Yeah, the perfect person for you. Very abundant, very loving, very caring, very nurturing, very, very attractive. I'm getting off this Empress. Everything and everyone wants to be around this person. And they make you feel warm and secure and happy and giggly. I'm getting giggly off that as well. Don't know why. Don't normally get giggly off the Sun, but they do. They make you feel giggly. With this Two of Swords coming out there as well, there is this element of having to make a choice. Then you might have to sacrifice a little something to make room in your life for this person. Perhaps you have a dog and they don't like dogs. Okay, perhaps you've only got a one-bedroom flat and they already have children, so they need to move into at least a two-bedroom house or something like that. And you have to sacrifice your house and look into buying a bigger one, and probably with them, which is a bit of a sacrifice because you're kind of throwing a little bit of your independence away for that. With the Magician at the end, though, it's saying everything is right, everything is ready for the taking. As I said, the Fool goes to the Magician. It's the first card well, it's the second card, but it's the first number in the Major Arcana. In this particular picture of the Magician, he's got all the aces laid out on the table. Everything's ready for the taking. Take whatever ace you want and go with it and see where it leads. Okay, crossing this is the Death card. Now, this could be very much linked with Cancer's read. Okay, Cancer's read was all about the Death card. Okay, it might not be, but it might be. Crossing that is the Death card. Something is changing, something is dying, and something is being reborn in its place. And it's funny, I talked about all these seeds and things being planted and growing. Something's growing in its place. Okay, for the others of you where this is not a love situation, and it is a different type of situation, there is some sort of secret being withheld, and that is what's been the hold up. And the secret is coming to the forefront. It is going to have the light shined on it. This Empress who's coming in on a non-romantic level. So this could be a boss, this could be a family member, something like that, is going to reveal a secret to you. They're going to say something to you. They might not be intending to, but in fact, they probably aren't. It's going to be what they thought was common knowledge. Okay, and it's something you never knew. But you see this person, again, as an Empress, someone who's very abundant, very attractive, very well-to-do, nurturing, and positive, and seems to be always in the right place at the right time. And it's probably because they just go with the flow of where the energy directs them and pushes and pulls them to. And this particular time around, they're flowed straight up to you, blurted out this truth, which is the sun, the revealing of something. This is something kept in the shadows. That is the shadows being chased away by the sun, which is then going to leave you in a position where you have to make a difficult decision. Yeah, but you kind of know where you have to go with it all. You know what direction you have to go in. You know what you have to take with you to deal with it. And again, it's going to lead to a situation where something is coming to an end and something is being reborn. So either way around, it's something coming to an end and something being reborn. It's just slightly different energies for a romantic and non-romantic connection up there. Right. Okay, Sagittarian. Let's see what the Sagittarian is doing. The Four of Swords. So this is how the Sagittarian feels about all this connection. Perhaps they're the one who's been keeping something from you. Perhaps not. Perhaps they're the one who's coming in to talk to you. Perhaps they're this Empress. Who knows? The Two of Wands. Well, they're having to make a choice. Okay, they're at a crossroads in life. Okay. And that sorts. So, the Four of Swords to start with. They see this situation, yeah, what you're in, as something what can heal them, something what can make them better. At the very least, something what means they can take their foot off the gas for a little while and kind of take a step back and relax. The Two of Wands is, as I said, they are at a crossroads. Do I go left? Do I go right? I don't think it's do I go left? Do I go right? It's more of, do I stay on the course I'm on, or do I go down this different course? Okay, and I feel the different course is your course, Leo. Do I go with Leo or do I stay where I am? The Eight of Cups is all about movement. It could be a house move. I did say that perhaps you might have to make that difficult decision. You may have to like throw in your independence a little bit, sacrifice your independence a little bit, and sell your own place to get a bigger place with this person. Okay, there could be a house move. The Eight of Cups would represent a house move. Definitely represents traveling in some description. Perhaps this Sagittarian has to travel to get towards you or whatever. But it is, if nothing else, it is definitely movement, and they want to move away from what they're not happy with, which would probably be one of these choices, probably the one they're currently on, and they want to move towards something better. Their Nine of Cups, their wish come true, which emotional fulfillment, which I kind of feel could be you, Leo. Okay, now I said the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the minor arcana of this major arcana, the Star, and it is about wishing, hoping, dreaming. It could be sometimes, depending on the context of what other cards come out around it, all about being in the limelight. Maybe like you're a local celebrity or something like that. But in this particular case, it is about hopes, dreams, and wishes. And this little, I don't know what sort of angel she is with those tiny little wings. Let's call her a little imp. This little imp here is pouring in her emotions into the ground and into the water. Now, the water is the 5D, the flow of everything. Okay, the river. The ground represents the 3D, the world we live in. And so, they're in the 3D, they are making their wishes known, and in the 5D, they are making their wishes known. And the universe is picking up on this particular energy and says, well, it's there if you want to move to it, but you've got to make the choice. Okay? I've facilitated it. I've arranged it. Yeah. All you have to do is go and grab it. Like that Page of Wands. Go and grab it. The Knight of Swords at the end of this is then coming, and yeah, basically it's kind of like the wish that which they want to move towards, by the way. Okay. The Knight of Wands at the end there is all about like coming in to offer you the truth. They're going to tell you how it is. Okay, they're not going to beat around the bush. They're not going to say this, that, and the other. They're not going to talk about the weather. They're going to sort of try to get to you as quick as they humanly possible, and then tell you how they feel, what they want, where they see this all going. Okay, so that's kind of like what they're wanting to do, but crossing it is the Page of Swords. There is a little bit of disappointment within them for some reason. They've studied you, they know where you're going to be, where to catch you, okay, where to corner you if you like, and to reveal all this. And I don't mean they're just going to catch you one day walking down the local supermarket aisle. They know the best place to do this in your particular circumstance. They're going to maybe isolate you away somewhere. The disappointment from that Page of Swords could be because maybe you are attached with someone. As I said, there is a choice there, and perhaps that choice up there for you is maybe you're already in a relationship with someone. Maybe it's not that serious. Maybe it is. I don't know. But maybe there is a something. And it's enough to disappoint them, and it's enough for them to have to like study your patterns to find out where the best place to reveal how they feel to you is. Okay. Yeah. So that's that Page of Swords, which is refusing to come up off the thing. I also felt something else about it, but I've lost it now. It's gone. It was there just for a fleeting moment. Okay, so the Page, it's the third time it's been called a Page. The Knight of Pentacles is a young Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is all about taking its time. It's about planning, no, I can't think of the right word. It's about planning. There you go. It's crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's, making sure everything is absolutely perfect before embarking on whatever it wants to do, or whatever it's been charged to do. Because knights are charged to do things, they're told to do things. They're doing, normally there's an indication of some sort of message coming in. Yeah. And so this is generally going to be the outcome for you, which the universe sees, but we have our own free will. We can get in the way of it. They can get in the way of it. They might have planned all this perfect little rendezvous with you. Yeah. And when you get to this rendezvous and you start talking to each other, Jim goes walking past, which you happen to know, and makes it all awkward and kind of ruins it all. Jim has never been there before in his life. It just happened that Jim happened to be walking past because he was using his free will. He decided he was going to go home a different way, and it happened to be right next to you. But as an example, okay, I'm not saying that that's happening. I'm saying that's how free will can get involved in all this. So yes, the outcome here is generally for you, Leo. The Knight of Pentacles. I keep calling it a Page of Pentacles. I feel it's a young knight. It's a little bit naive. Okay, it could be it has got lost in its planning. Okay, and has kind of forgotten the fact that it's planning for an end point. It'll be a bit like writing a book and forgetting how you ever thought this book was going to end. It would be a bit like writing a song, but not ever actually being able to find the way to tie the end of the song up to finish it properly. So you just keep drifting on for something else and something else, trying to desperately look for that ending. So yeah, okay, that's what that and I killed it a page again. I'm going to leave that like that because that's kind of how it fell out. It's a bit of a lopsided hermit there. Okay, so a hermit in the upright is someone who is taking a little bit of time out and assessing their life. The hermit in reverse is someone who is a recluse. Yeah, wants nothing to do with anyone. Wants to live out in a little cabin out in the wilderness somewhere, live by its own means, and not have anything to do with humanity in any way, shape, or form. In this particular case, it's in a lopsided sort of, not quite reverse, not quite upright. You like your independence, you like your freedom, you like the fact that you can just get home from work and sit there and not see or talk to anyone, Leo. But on the other hand, you have something burning and yearning inside you which you are looking for, which is I want something else. This isn't quite right. Yes, I can do this lifestyle. Doesn't mean I want to do this lifestyle. And that's the sort of over this, that you will flip this the right way up and possibly even into a different card, totally, some sort of action card. The Page of Cups there is talking about that new young romance, which I said up there at the top. We're talking about a Page of Wands, which is all about new young freshness. This is about a new young romance coming in, okay? And so I said there was two energies up at the top, and for the bulk of you, it will be a new romance. Or this is what you're looking for in your hermit. Okay, yeah, I'm quite happy where I am. You might be with a person, but you might as well not be. It's kind of that sort of relationship. Yeah, it might have been a loving, caring relationship once. It's now just turned to two people living in the same house. So the Page of Cups is talking about a new young romance coming in, which is coming in a little bit messy. Okay, it could be the Sagittarian, who it is. The Sagittarian might actually be the person you're with already, but it's going to be a little bit messy. There's going to be a little bit of juggling of the old energies into the new energies. There's going to be a bit of an overlap between, if you are with someone and this new romance comes in, there's going to be a bit of an overlap between them and the new, the old and the new. if it's just a pure hermit energy you're dealing with, and there isn't anyone else in your life, then it's the overlap of this new person coming in is encroaching on the slightly reversed hermit there, which wants its independence, wants its freedom, wants its non-association with anyone else. Okay, and you're going to have to juggle out the old and juggle in the new. Okay, the Five of Pentacles crossing this is telling us there may be an element of financial hardship due to all this. Okay, I don't feel it's going to be financial hardship to the point where you're going to be in major debt or anything like that. I feel belt tightening. Okay, you may have to give up some of your luxuries you're used to while you're living alone when this new person arrives. The other thing is, what's driving the Hermit is the isolation is getting to the point where it's starting to feel cold. Okay, it's the realization that you do actually need or want someone else in your life. You might not want that full-on relationship where you're living in someone else's pocket, but you definitely want to be able to just cuddle up with someone on the sofa 3 or 4 times a week and watch films or whatever, or just be there, that little bit of company. So you're feeling the chill of being excluded from things, but it's your own choice. The Hermit is you going into yourself. It's you leading a hermit type life. It's no one else has forced you into it, but you're starting to feel the separation of humanity, so to speak, with that Five of Pentacles. So I think for some of you, this isn't the first time you've been like this. I think you go through spells of this. Okay, so universe, what else would you like to tell my Leos about all this? Just a little heads up from the universe. What else would you like to tell my Leos about this? That's good. That's good. That's good. In fact, they are the cards. So we have the Empress again. Oh, we got 5, 4. I can't count. We got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. We've got the Lovers. Excellent. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. So the universe wants to tell you about this. Is this Empress, this person, this Sagittarian, let's call it the Sagittarian because that's the person we are dealing with. This person who is like very abundant and fruitful and bountiful and loving, caring and all that, the Empress, is kind of hanging on to something as well. If you remember, I think down there they're at the crossroads. Yeah, the two of Wands. They're at the crossroads. They're hanging on to this energy. They're hanging on to this energy past its best. Okay, they got a fear of letting go of it. It's kind of like a safety net for them, but they are being pulled towards the Lovers. And I don't do the whole star sign thing, but Leo, you are a lion, you are a fire sign, you are quite often represented by a sun. It can sometimes be a Leo card, and right behind that is a massive sun, you Leo. Okay, they're being drawn towards you. This is a universe. This is also known as the choice. The universe's choice is they're pushing. The universe is pushing this together. Okay, with the Queen of Wands at the end, again, it's very fiery energy, but then again, you are both fire signs. It does not surprise me that that is there. There's an element of someone not being genuine. Okay, someone putting a brave face on it, someone having a mask, not really showing exactly what they feel. Again, I feel that this gives Sagittarius with their choice. In whatever situation they're in without you, they're putting a brave face on it. Okay, they're going through the motions. What they really want is to take that brave face off and show the Leo face. Okay, show their lion face. Shit, you can't make this up, can you? You really, really, really can't. You just can't write it. the Death card. If you remember, the Death card was crossing up there as well. Okay. The thing, in a nutshell, they have to leave what they're in is dead. It's over. Yeah, they've been hanging on to it past its best, and then they have to move towards something new, something fresh. Okay, this particular Death card don't really show the old and the new. It just shows you death, but it's a death of a situation, and basically it's kind of saying that they won't trot towards you until the old situation is dead, until they've made this Two of Wands, this choice. Okay, so you're kind of like, this is the divine timing card. You're kind of waiting. You're waiting to come and be harvested. Okay, that Seven of Pentacles isn't about you going off to harvest something. It's about you waiting to get harvested by this Sagittarian. Okay, when they finally make their choice. It does leave you in a place where you have to make a difficult choice, but you have to wait for them to make the choice first. Okay, so that is your read, Leos, which is fantastic. If it resonated with you, that is brilliant. If it didn't, don't worry too much. As I said at the beginning, not every read can. Check out my playlists. Don't necessarily check out your star sign. Any title of any tarot read, what draws you in. Okay, when you're scrolling through them all and you go, oh, that one looks good. Maybe it's the picture, maybe it's the thumbnail, maybe it's the writing, maybe it's the title. If it's stopped you from scrolling, yeah, it's for you. Okay, or because it might have a different star sign written on it, doesn't matter. It's for you. Just stop and watch it. It's that simple. It's normally 30 minutes of your life. It's a card journey. Just listen to it in your earphones. You don't have to see the cards. Okay, just listen to it. Most tarot readers explain what the cards are and what they all mean. So, yes, if it didn't resonate with you, I'm sorry. Maybe next week's one will. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking if you have liked this video. Thank you very much for subscribing if you have subscribed to my channel. All these things help my channel get seen by other people, and that's what I do this for. I'm not after any financial gains out of this. I do it to try to help people. So yes, thank you very much for that. It helps my channel grow, but it also helps YouTube know what you like to watch. So it will send you more videos with similar content if you like this video or subscribe to this video, or leave a comment. You can leave a comment. I get back to the comments as quick as I can. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. So you can always email me as well. You can find my email on near the bottom of the description on all my videos is my email address. So yeah, hope you all have a wonderful week. I will catch you all next time, Leos.